not sure if it's deserved or not, but hey, folks, welcome to
Hello once again, everybody. It's John and Tyler back at Melaleuca Field in Idaho Falls. Time for Chukars baseball as the first half of the Pioneer League season comes to an end tonight. We are in the broadcast booth here at Melaleuca Field, located on Jim Garshow Way in Idaho Falls. Coming right up is Idaho Falls Chukars baseball. The first time for the Toyota pregame show. Our guest tonight will be the winning pitcher of last night's ball game, Nick Floyd. Tyler and Nick will talk in just 2 minutes here on KSBZ.
Welcome back to the Toyota pregame show. Tyler Peterson with, I guess you could call him the newest starter on the team. It's Chukars pitcher Nick Floyd. Nick, probably one of your best outings of the year, if not the best. 6 innings, no earned runs, no walks, 5 strikeouts. How'd you feel out there on the mound? You also picked up the win.
I felt really comfortable. I had a nice first inning, which is good. You always want to get off to a good start, especially against a really solid hitting team and a team that's as aggressive as they are at the plate. So I got off to a good start, settled in, got a feel for all my pitches, which is really important for me, and I was just able to have a pretty smooth outing and kept a lot of guys off the base paths.
Now, pitching coach Bob Malacki has been slowly building you up. Where are you right now as far as how many pitches you can throw out there? I think you got over 85 last night.
Yeah, so going into the first start, I think my limit was like 65, and then the next start, the limit was 75. Last night was 85. I ended up getting up to 92. So that's good to get up to that level without getting tired, especially in the making it through the 6th inning. So I think I'm pretty close to being fully built up. I guess 95 would be the next limit, but I think I'm pretty close.
Now in college at Ball State, you're used primarily as a reliever. So do you have some experience doing this transition? Because I think you now are almost fully transitioned into this role.
So yeah, like you said, I was a reliever mostly in college, and then my first year of pro ball, I was used mainly as a reliever as well. Last year in the league that I played in, during COVID, I was used as a starter, so that was my first full season as a full starter. So I was able to build up last year. The team I was going to play for this year was going to use me as a reliever again, so I kind of built up as a reliever in the off season going into the season. So that's kind of what I was built up for. It was like 2 to 3 innings, but at least being a starter last year, it was a pretty quick transition for this year.
So you've had to do both now this year. I was talking to John Nunley a few days ago, and he was saying as a reliever, you sort of have to wait till maybe the 3rd or 4th inning to start getting locked in. Otherwise, if you get sort of in the zone too early, maybe you'll, blow yourself out. It just through your mind by the time you hit the 7th inning. But as a starter now, you almost have to prepare the day before. How is that dynamic different for you?
Yeah, definitely as a reliever, you have the first 5 innings of a game to kind of relax, and you don't want to be too amped up right from the start because you need to save your energy for the end. Also, as a reliever, you have to be ready to pitch every single day. So, as a starter, I know what days I'm going to pitch. I know what days I need to prepare for. Obviously, your start day is the most intense day, obviously. So that's the day you go all in. But being a starter, it's a little bit easier, I think, just because you have a set routine every week and you can get into a routine. As a reliever, you never know when you're going to pitch, how often you're going to pitch, that kind of thing. So I'd say the routine as a starter is definitely easier.
Nick, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
That's Chukars starter Nick Floyd. John, back to you.
Thank you, Tyler Peterson, and keep up the good work, Nick Floyd. More on the Toyota pregame show on KSBZ. Back here at Melaleuca Field, the Toyota pregame show. Game number 48, the last in the first half of the regular season. And it's nervous time, Tyler. The game hasn't even started, but we need a Chukars win, a Missoula loss, and you can ink the Chukars in the playoffs come September.
Yeah, let's look at Conjunction Junction to try to figure out what the scenarios are. For Missoula, it's a win or a Chukars loss. For the Chukars, it's a win and a Missoula loss. So one of those two will happen tonight. Even if the Chukars win, they still need the Mustangs to win. And I'm looking at this lineup, John, for Ogden. This is their A team they have.
No doubt about that. Of course, in the first game of the series, a tough loss. Chukars lost 14-13, and Missoula won. That gave the Paddleheads a one-game lead over the Chukars. Last night, easy win here for Idaho Falls, and it was back and forth in Missoula, but at the end, it was Missoula over Billings 16-13. So again, it's down to tonight. Chukars win, Missoula loses. Chukars win the first half of the Pioneer League's Northern Division. That's simple. Here's Tyler with the starting lineups.
First for the visiting Raptors, it's Jacob Goldfarb, the center fielder, followed by Josh Broughton in right. Haven Parks, the shortstop, followed by David Mayberry, the designated hitter. Nick Michaels at third, he will bat fifth, followed by Brock Efen at first, he will bat sixth. Kyle Kaufman, the catcher, followed by Owen Taylor, the left fielder, and Andy Armstrong, the second baseman. He will bat ninth with Mitchell Miller on the mound. As for the Chukars, it'll be Steve Barmakian at third, followed by Webb Little at first, Matt Feinstein in left, Andrew Don, the designated hitter, Thomas DeBonville in center field, followed by Kona Quill in right, Tyler Kelly at second base, Hunter Hiskey behind the plate, Tyler Van Martyr at shortstop, and Austin Dubsky, the opening night starter on the hill tonight.
Exact lineup that Billy Gardner Jr. put on the field last night. Why mess with success? By the way, Austin Dubsky, he has won 6 games in a row, and he is tied for the Pioneer League lead in wins. He's currently 6-1 on the season. We'll take this final break, be back with the first pitch of tonight's big ball game. It's the Chukars and the Raptors on KSBZ. The Chukars starting lineup being introduced, and they're followed by a group of young ball players. I would say maybe 4 or 5 years old. I love this part of the game when they announce the Chukars starters and the little leaguers get to follow them out on the field. It's time now for the singing of our national anthem on this Friday night. We do not have a last name, but her name is Carolyn, and she'll be singing the national anthem. Or Caroline. We'll call her Sweet Caroline.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Sweet Caroline with the singing of our national anthem tonight.
Takes a lot of courage to get out there, John.
Oh, you've done it, and you do a heck of a job. By the way, a late arriving crowd again tonight, but the seats are filling in, and we're expecting another 3,000 plus night attendance-wise. Austin Dubsky, record of 6 wins, 1 loss. He has worked 50 2/3 innings, has given up 61 hits, 49 strikeouts in those 51 innings. He's walked 20, making his 11th start of the year, and earned an average of 5.86. He faced Ogden back on June the 30th. No decision, but he pitched pretty darn good. 6 innings. He gave up 5 earned runs. And that was the game that the Chukars won in the knockout round. So it'll be Austin Dubsky facing the Ogden Raptors. Ogden is 29-18 overall on the season. The Chukars are 33-14 in this series with the Raptors. Raptors have won 3, Chukars have won 2. And the Raptors on the road are 15-8. Chukars at home are 16-7. Umpires for tonight's ball game: Kyle Martin will call the balls and strikes. Rick Daly at first base. Shane Proctor at third base. Your weather: 90 degrees, partly cloudy skies, and the winds blowing out towards center or sometimes from right to left, but it's a pretty good breeze at about 19 miles an hour.
Dubsky, a 5-pitch mix: 4-seam fastball, 2-seam fastball, curveball, slider, changeup. And the key for him is a hot start. If he can get out of the first, maybe 1, 2, 3, maybe just 1 base runner, that will set the rest of the game for him. If he can get through these early innings with no problems, he'll be good.
So Austin Dubsky faces Jacob Goldfarb, Josh Broughton, and Haven Parks here in the top of the first. And of course, we'll keep our eye on Missoula as the Mustangs and the Paddleheads getting ready to start that game as well. Ogden clinched the Southern Division about 4 days ago. And the fans are jacked up, and we're ready to go on this Friday night, July 16th. Leadoff hitter will be Jacob Goldfarb. He leads the Pioneer League in home runs with 14. And the first pitch from Dubsky, a fastball on the inside corner, called strike 1, swing and a miss. Game time, 7:18 on this Friday. Next pitch from Dubsky, and it hit Goldfarb right in the right leg. So Goldfarb will go to first. That's about the 4th or 5th Raptor that has been hit in this series. And you don't want to put this guy on base. He leads he's tied for the league lead in stolen bases with 21. He's tied with the Chukars' Thomas DeBonville.
He had 4 steals in a game in Ogden against the Chukars, and the Raptors in that game had 9 steals.
Wow. Last night did not attempt a stolen base. Here's Josh Broughton. He's hitting .421. He batted 9th last night. He's moved up to number 2, one of the top 5 hitters in the Pioneer League. We'll watch Goldfarb. Started to go, stop, pitch down low, ball 1. Steve Barmakian at third base for the Chukars. Tyler Van Marter, the shortstop. Tyler Kelly at second. Webb Little at first. Matt Feinstein in left. Thomas DeBonville center. Kona Quiggle in right. And Hunter Hiskey behind the plate. The count 1-0 to Broughton. Next pitch fouled back behind us, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Broughton in the series 1 for 4. He did some pitching last night and got rocked by the Chukars. Idaho Falls last night, 21 base hits as they scored 18 runs.
I think Dubsky needs to give a look over to first. Goldfarb just walking into a lead.
And there he goes. The only play is going to be for Van Marter, the runner at first. He gets the batter out, but Goldfarb had a huge lead. And it'll be Haven Parks, the shortstop.
Yeah, all 3 pitches, Dubsky never looked over. And every time Goldfarb, these little small steps, walking into a lead towards second base. You got to stop him in his tracks.
And you know the Chukars know about Goldfarb if he stole a 4-in-1 game against them. Here's Haven Parks, the shortstop, 382 hitter, 7 home runs, 59 RBI. These are the top 2 offensive teams in the Pioneer League. Left-handed hitter is Parks, facing the right-hander Dubsky. Austin comes set at the belt, checks Goldfarb at second, and the first pitch outside, ball 1. Parks in this series is 2 for 9 at the plate. Only 4 base knocks by the Raptors in last night's game. 1-0 pitch, Parks inside, 2 balls, no strikes. Peyton Parks out of Akron, Ohio, played for Kent State. Left-handed batter wears number 13 on his back. Chukars in their home pinstripes. All gray unis for the Raptors. There goes Goldfarb. Oh, they got him hung up. Dubsky throws to the shortstop. Here's the throw to third base. They got him. A 1-6-5 pickoff move, and Goldfarb was in no man's land.
Wasn't that great, John? The inside move from Dubsky there fooled Goldfarb. And to his credit, Dubsky, what you want to do in that situation, if you have the runner stop there, is run right at him. Don't throw to a base. Run right at him.
So that erases the runner. 2 outs, nobody on base. The count on Parks is 2 balls, no strikes. Well, Austin was watching him that time. 2-0 pitch, high, ball 3. 3-0 the count. Austin with 49 strikeouts in 51 innings, nearly a strikeout per inning. He has walked 20 this year. And he's down in the count, 3-0 to Parks. That pitch, low, ball 4. So a hit batter and a walk. And here comes the Pioneer League's top hitter, David Mayberry. He's batting .492. That's crazy numbers in 48 games. 7 home runs, 45 RBI.
By the way, on the caught stealing, it went 1-4-5 on the out.
Okay, I had 1-6-5, but thank you, Tyler. 1-4-5. 2 outs, runner at first. And Mayberry, first pitch swinging, back goes Quiggle. He has it just in front of the warning track in right field. A line drive hit by Mayberry, caught by Quiggle. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner left on base after 1/2. It's the Raptors nothing. The Chukars coming to bat. Steve Barmakian, Webb Little, and Matt Feinstein to face Mitchell Miller, 6'5", 200-pound lefty, 24 years old, out of Weatherford, Texas. He was drafted by the Los Angeles Dodgers in the 2018 draft. Played a couple of years at Clemson, although very sparingly. Then he ended his college career at West Texas A&M, which, by the way, the catcher Kyle Kaufman from West Texas A&M, so the battery for the Raptors, very familiar with each other. Steve Barmakian, Chukar third baseman, batting .333. Has 12 doubles, 3 triples, and 25 RBI. As Miller works to Barmakian. Lefty-lefty matchup. And the pitch is high, ball one. Miller 4-1 at West Texas A&M in his 2 years at that school. 1-0 pitch, check swing to the third baseman Michaels. He'll make the throw for out number one. An excuse me check swing and one out in the first. Defensively for the Raptors, Nick Michaels is the third baseman. Haven Parks at shortstop, Andy Armstrong at second, Brock Efon at first. Owen Tyler in left, Jacob Goldfarb in center, Josh Broughton in right, and Kyle Kaufman at the plate. Here's Webb Little. Webb went yard last night, his 9th home run of the year, hitting .414. Leads the Pioneer League with 67 RBI. He's a first pitch swinger, a one hopper to Parks. The throw in time and quickly 2 away for the Chukars in the bottom of the first. Now it's Matt Feinstein coming to the bat. Feinstein was the only Chukar without a base hit last night, but he scored 2 runs. Matt hitting .401. 9 home runs, 61 RBI. By the way, Webb Little and Matt Feinstein are 1-2 in the Pioneer League in runs batted in. Last night, the Chukars had a couple of 2-out rallies. Pitch to Feinstein. Matt takes it outside. By the way, Matt also leads the Pioneer League in walks, so he's got a great eye at the plate. 1-0, Miller, the lefty, called strike. 88 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1 to Matt Feinstein. Matt's grandmother is here in town. Wind blowing from right to left currently. 1-1 pitch on the way. That's low, ball 2. 2 outs, nobody on base. We're in the bottom of the first.
Like last night, a good night to get something up in the air.
Especially for those right-handed hitters. 2-1 pitch, high, ball 3. Well, last night, the first 2 Chukars were retired. Feinstein walked, and then 3 consecutive base hits. Miller comes set. 3-1 pitch to Matt. Here's a ground ball going to be fielded by Michaels, the third baseman. The throw in time and a quick 3-up, 3-down frame for the Chukars. We played 1, no score. Ogden, Idaho Falls on KSBZ. Top of 2, Nick Michaels will lead things off for the Raptors. He'll be followed by Brock Efon and Kyle Kaufman. Michaels hitting .362 on the year. He's 1 for 8 in the 2 previous games. He's a right-handed hitter, and the wind is picked up, blowing from right to left as we see it here at Melaleuca Field. Dubsky hit a batter, walked a batter, gave up the stolen base, but then the big caught stealing helped out the situation. And the pitch is inside fastball, 1-0.
Now batting number 10, Nick Michaels.
There's a pitch right down West Broadway for a called strike one. Count 1-1 on Michaels out of Redlands, California. Went to the University of Laverne. Pitch in the dirt, ball 2. No, I'm not going to use it tonight. I don't want to use my jokes every night.
Raptors will be back, so.
That's right. I'll save it in case you missed it last night. 2-1 pitch. Chopped foul, and it's 2-2. Hunter Hiskey catching for the second straight night. Hunter had a big ball game last night. 3 hits, 3 RBI, including his first home run. 2-2 on Michaels. Nobody out, nobody on here in the top of inning number 2. And the pitch hit high but foul off to our right. As the wind blows our papers around here in the Jim Gar Show radio booth. Dubsky, 6'3", 205. And it's going to be a line drive right at Tyler Kelly for out number 1. Now here comes the big Hawaiian, Brock Efon. How big, you ask? How about 6'3", 295 out of Kauai, Hawaii.
My advice, keep it on the ground.
He had a pinch hit RBI single in the first game of the series. He was 0 for 1 in last night's ball game as a pinch hitter. Gets the start tonight at first base. That ball slipped out of Dubsky's hand, and it goes way over the head of Brock Efon. Played his college ball in Lewiston, Idaho. He was a Warrior, Lewis and Clark State College. A powerhouse NAIA team for decades. 1-0, ground ball. Kelly's going to field it. He has time, makes the throw, and that's out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Kyle Kaufman, the catcher. Did not play last night. Game number 1, Kaufman had 3 hits in the game. Kaufman out of Dallas, Texas. A college teammate of the starting pitcher for the Raptors, Mitchell Miller. Kaufman, 24 years old, 6'1", 225, a right-handed hitting catcher. Dubsky into his windup. First pitch to Kaufman on the way, and it's going to be low for a ball, 1-0. Austin Dubsky, he's been staked to some big leads this year, but I tell you what, he's 6-1. That's all that matters. That fastball just missed outside, 2-0. Popped the mid of catcher Hunter Hiskey. You could hear that. 2-0 on Kaufman. Here's going to be a base hit into left field. A looping line drive, a 2-out base knock for Kaufman. He's now 4 for 6 in the series. And the Raptors have a runner on the first base hit of the ball game. And it brings up Owen Taylor, the left fielder. Taylor batting .255. 4 home runs, 22 RBI. He had a home run 2 nights ago. Left-handed hitter. Played first base the last 2 nights. He's out in left field tonight. Kaufman, the catcher, has not attempted a stolen base. The Raptors have 80 steals this year. And Taylor swings at the first pitch and fouls it off to our left. Runner at first base, 2 outs. Here in the top of the second. Chucks need a win and a Missoula loss. 0-1 pitch to Owen Taylor. Hits the ball hard to center field. DeBonville on his horse. He tracks it down for out number 3. Great defensive outfielders. Debo. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Idaho Falls and Ogden on KSBZ, the Sports Zone. Bottom of 2, Andrew Don, Thomas DeBonville, and Kona Quiggle facing Mitchell Miller. He's faced the Chukars once this year. Pitched 1 inning, gave up a hit, a run. It was unearned, and he struck out 2 of the batters he faced. Andrew Don broke out in a big way last night. He was hitting 170 in the month of July. He had a 4-hit night last night.
Like we were saying, John, you want Don to hit his way out of this slump.
Hopefully it continues tonight. Andrew batting average 360. It went up 12 points from last night. And that's what a 4-for-5 night will do. Andrew, 6 home runs, 55 RBI. Mitchell Miller comes set at the belt. The tall, lanky right-hander. And Andrew swings at the first pitch and hits it off the rooftop of the Chukars clubhouse down the right field line. 0-1 the count. 3 ground ball outs for Miller in the bottom of the first. 0-1 pitch. Called strike 2 on the inside edge, and it's 0-2. A lot at stake tonight here for the Chukars. 0-2 pitch, and Andrew fights it off, fouls it back. Same 2 teams tomorrow night, but Tyler will be at Lindquist Field in Ogden. And all 8 teams will be 0-0 starting tomorrow. Fastball outside, 1-2. DeBonville on deck, followed by Kona Quiggle.
The only way that the record from the first half comes into play is if the same team wins both halves. It'll go to the next best overall record.
1-2 pitch, that one sails outside, 2-2.
For that second playoff spot.
Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out here in the bottom of the 2nd. And the pitch, that's outside, ball 3. Miller stares at the home plate umpire, but we could see the catcher Kaufman catch it outside and bring it in. So Andrew was down 0-2. It's now full 3-2. And the pitch going to be a 2-hopper to the second baseman Armstrong. He'll make the play for out number 1. Oh, the Raptor infield getting a workout. 2 ground outs to the third baseman, 1 to the shortstop, now 1 to the second baseman. And it brings up Thomas de Bonville. 341 hitter, leads the team in home runs with 10. And by the way, he is 6 for 10 in the previous 2 games. He went 3 for 5 both nights. And he's on a 13-game hit streak. Pitch to Debo outside for a ball, 1-0. I sure like the way this kid plays. Got great speed, gets a great jump on fly balls. 1-0 pitch, swung on and fouled out of play to our right. That'll make the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Thomas got off to somewhat of a slow start early in the year, but that didn't last long. He is tied for the Pioneer League lead in stolen bases. 1-1 pitch to Debo. Again, fly ball, right side, same location, 1-2. On deck is Kona Quigalar, player of the game last night.
And even though he struggles against lefties this year, you can't take him out of the lineup after an 8 RBI game.
No way, Jose. Pitch outside, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch outside again. Good take by Debo. It's 3-2. Mitchell, Miller, Thomas de Bonville. They pitch outside, ball 4. The Chucks have their first base runner of the ball game.
Big shout out to the fans who showed up tonight. Love the fans in the crowd, John.
Oh, you bet. As we, view the fans, they're die-hard baseball fans. Here's Kona Quiggle. We'll watch de Bonville, and so will the Raptors. Thomas has been caught only 1 time stealing bases this year. Quiggle hitting .390. Pitch inside, ball 1. Kona's average went up 29 points from last night. He went 4 for 5, 2 doubles, a home run, and a triple. 1-0 pitch inside, ball 2. So Miller all of a sudden having a rough time finding the strike zone.
Did that tip off his bat?
I did. I apologize. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I'm not actually sure if it did or
Yep,
not.
1-1 the count, says home plate umpire Kyle Martin. That pitch called strike. Kona took it on the outside corner. And the count is 1-2. De Bonville at first base. About a 2-step lead is all. Of course, Miller a left-hander. And the 1-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch in the dirt, and that's out number 2. And up steps Tyler Kelly, the second baseman. Tyler batting .407. 3 home runs, 25 runs batted in. He has hit in 8 straight games. The Chucker who swings hard out of Cottonwood, Arizona. De Bonville again, short lead, and Tyler swings at the first pitch, fouls it out of play. So we have Tyler Van Marter, we have Tyler Kelly, and we have Tyler Peterson.
We have 2 Matts as well. We have 2 Jakes. A couple Johns.
0-1 the count. De Bonville with a walk. 2 outs. No score. Oh, and they got him picked off. Here's the throw by Ifan, but he held it too long. And De Bonville steals second.
You know what? That's on Armstrong. He did not get over to cover second.
I was watching Ifan, the first baseman, and he held it for a long time, but good reason why Armstrong didn't go over to the bag. And now the Chuckers have a player in scoring position with 2 outs, and De Bonville now leads the league in stolen bases. Mitchell Miller, the pitcher, read it right, but the second baseman took a little nap, and let's see if the Chukars can take advantage. 0-1 the count on Tyler Kelly. Fastball outside, 1-1. Brock Efon, the big first baseman, doesn't play a lot out in the field, normally a DH. 1-1. Ball hit up the middle. That's going to get through. And Debo's going to score the Chukars with a 1-0 lead. Tyler Kelly. A 2-out RBI single. Tyler has a 9-game hit streak. RBI number 26. And here's Hunter Hiskey, the catcher.
Another 2-out RBI. Keep the pressure on.
The first 6 runs scored by the Chukars last night were with 2 away. And this ball gets away from the catcher. It'll be a wild pitch. Kelly makes a big turn at second. So another runner in scoring position for Hiskey. Hunter batting .385, 1 home run, 19 RBI. He's 4 for 6 in this series with 2 doubles, a home run. 1-0 pitch. That'll be a base hit into right field. They're going to send Kelly home. Here's the throw home. Not in time. A little 2-run rally, 2-out rally as well. And the Chukars lead 2-0. Hunter Hiskey now 5 for 7 against the Raptors over the last 3 nights.
Now batting number 4, Tyler Van Marder.
And here's Tyler Van Marder. He's 6 for 9 in the 2 games against Ogden. Clutch hits by Kelly and Hiskey. Pitch to Van Marder, down low, ball 1. It all started with a walk and the stolen base that shouldn't have been a stolen base. That pitch right down the middle. Strike 1 called, it's 1-1. Because they had DeBonville picked off, but the throw was too late going to second. 1-1 to Van Marder, takes it inside, 2 balls and a strike. Tyler out of Yucaipa, California. 6'1", 190. Just turned 23 years old last month. 2-1 outside, ball 3, 3-1. Two runs in after 2 are out. 3-1 to Van Marder, inside and low, ball 4. Second walk of the inning, and we'll go to the top of the order for Steve Barmakian. And out comes the skipper slash pitching coach, Dean Stiles. And a Raptor gets up in the bullpen. Well, the boys are starting to move around, and we'll have somebody warming up for Ogden.
Now, Barmakian loves the first pitch, so I would expect him in this situation to be trying to ambush Miller here, looking for something maybe middle in and trying to send it to right field.
At second base, Hiskey. At first base, Van Marder. At the plate, Barmakian. 3 guys who weren't on the team were not on the team when the season began, Tyler.
And Van Marder has only been on the team for about 8 games.
Thank you, Kim, for some candy. We love candy. Here's Barmakian. He grounded out to third his first time up. 2 on, 2 out, 2 in the bottom of the second. Lefty, lefty. Here's a ball hit to center field. Goldfarb has a beat on it. He'll make the catch for out number 3. But the Chukars get on the board, 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors and 2 men left on base. We played 2 on this Friday night. Idaho Falls 2 and Ogden 0. Top of 3, 9, 1, and 2 to face Austin Dubsky. Chukars lead 2-0. Two big, 2-out base knocks by Kelly and Hiskey. As Dubsky concludes his warm-up tosses. Number 9 hitter Andy Armstrong will lead things off. A .253 hitter with 1 home run, 10 RBI. Then we go to the top of the order for Goldfarb and Broughton. Armstrong, a right-handed hitter. He's out of Salem, Oregon, was a Beaver in college, Oregon State. And first pitch swinging, 2-hopper to Barmakian, throws it across the diamond, and 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 3rd. I was going to say that Tyler Peterson knows all about those Pac-12 schools.
Oregon State, that is, one of the premier baseball teams in all of the country. Won a national title about, 6 years ago, I think?
This is Jacob Goldfarb. He was hit by a pitch, reached second on a fielder's choice, then was caught stealing. He's 2 for 7 in this series. The pitch is low for a ball. And in the last 5 games, Tyler, Goldfarb hitting just 190.
Well, I think if he got 2 hits in that streak, I think we saw the big fly to start the game the other night.
Next pitch called strike on the outside corner, evens the count at 1-1. Dubsky into the windup, 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss, and Goldfarb goes down to 1 knee. Did he foul it off his instep? Checker bat boy checks on the batter to see if he's okay.
We'll take a look on YouTube and see if it got a piece of him.
It's 1-2, we do know that. One out here in the 3rd. Dubsky to Goldfarb, the waste pitch outside, 2-2.
May have gotten the back of his foot, back of his plant foot.
Goldfarb was an Oregon Duck in college. 2-2 pitch. That's outside, ball 3. 3-2. Jacob was drafted in the 24th round back in 2019 and played for the Great Falls Voyagers. In 14 games, hit just a .154. 3-2 pitch on the way, and that's not even close, ball 4. Well, Goldfarb hit by a pitch his first time up, takes the walk this time. Second walk issued by Austin Dubsky, and it brings up Josh Broughton.
And Dubsky just lost him there. You saw the last 3 pitches, all arm side movement with those pitches way outside. Let's hope that does not come back to bite the Chukars.
This kid, Josh Broughton, could have been a Chucker, drafted by the Royals in the 25th round 2 years ago. Goldfarb at first base. Pitch inside, corner, called strike 1. Goldfarb went to second, but it was a ground ball out by Broughton. Third baseman Barmakian even with the bag. Austin comes set. The 0-1 in the dirt. Nice block, Hunter Hiskey. 1 ball, 1 strike. We are in the top of the 3rd, the final game of the first half of the Pioneer League season. Everything on the line for the Chukars. Raptors have already secured their playoff berth. Throw to first, nearly got him. The throw was on the home plate side of first base. If it would have been at first base, they might have had him.
Good time to throw over, though. You look at Goldfarb, little crow hops off of first base, and that's dangerous if you can get caught early in the middle of a hop. You'd have to, dive back in midair to get back.
He's been caught 4 times now this year. 1-1 pitch, again low, blocked by Hiskey. 2-1. the count on Broughton with 1 out. Pavin Parks on deck for the Raptors. Austin Dubsky, Omaha, Nebraska. Now he steps off. Austin was a racer in college. Are they the Murray State Racers? I'm just throwing it out there. Time to hit up Mr. Google or Mrs. Google. 2-1, there goes the runner, and Hunter lost the handle as he tried to get it out of his glove. So Goldfarb does steal second, his 22nd, and that ties Thomas de Bonneville for the league lead. The count now 3-1 on the batter.
Racers. It's like a jockey on the back of a horse.
I haven't lost all my memory. It's still there some days. 3-1. And the big dudes are coming up next for Ogden. Here's the pitch to Broughton, a swing and a miss on a high fastball at 92 on the gun as Austin challenged him high in the zone, and he swung and missed.
And he chased ball forward there.
And now it's 3-2. Broughton grounded to short his first time up. Checks the runner, 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out at 93 miles per hour.
And you know what? If you can't catch up to 92, go right back in there.
First strikeout by Dubsky. It's a big one. And now the batter is Pavin Parks, who walked his first time up. Parks, another guy that's been in somewhat of a funk on the season, hitting .382. Last 5 games hitting .238. Goldfarb walked, stole second. Broughton struck out for the second out as Dubsky faces the left-handed hitting Parks. The pitch from Austin, right down the middle, right down West Broadway for a called strike one. Pavin Parks from the hometown of LeBron James, Akron, Ohio. At second base, the speedy Jacob Goldfarb. Another swing and a miss at 94. He keeps ramping it up, does Dubsky. He went 92, 93, that time 94 on a swing and miss, and the count is 0-2.
You can do 2 things here now. Go right back up there with the fastball, or this sets up the changeup below the zone.
Would you say that Austin's a bit ramped, a bit hyped up tonight?
I think he's feeling it.
0-2, 2 outs, runner at second. Here's the pitch. Whoa, close, but no cigar. Pitch was called inside. Austin thought he had it, started to walk off the mound, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Pioneer League's top hitter on deck. One and 2. That time, Dubsky did not check the runner, but he looked him back. Goldfarb playing a little cat and mouse game at second base. 1-2 the count. The pitch. Outside, 2-2.
That was another breaking ball. Doesn't quite have the feel for it right now. Maybe go right back to the fastball. You're feeling the fastball now. Try to get Parks out with your best pitch.
Parks has 7 home runs this year. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second. Dubsky comes set at the belt. Quick check of the runner. A long check at the runner, and now timeout called by Parks as Austin never took his eye off Goldfarb that time. Reaches down and picks up the rosin bag. Big crowd tonight at the Luke, hoping for good things, both here and in Missoula. 2-2 pitch. Lifted foul down the left field line, giving chase is Feinstein. It lands near the cheap seats, the Bob Uecker seats out in left field. And we'll do the 2-2 all over again. Chukars back in town next Wednesday for a 6-game set with the Rocky Mountain Vibes. Two, Parks batting third. Here's the pitch. Hits the ball hard to right at Kona Quigley. Puts his glove hand up, makes the stab for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the third. The Chucks lead the Raptors by the score of 2-0 here on KSPZ, the Sports Zone. We have news from Melaleuca. Charlie the Chucker did not lose tonight's mascot race. He didn't run tonight's mascot race. Seymour from ABC Vision. And it's Webb Little starting things off here in the bottom of the third, called strike 1. You know, Seymour, an owl, his was little legs. He didn't run real fast.
No, he didn't.
0-1 pitch. Inside out swing foul. 0-2 as the smoke from the barbecue grills makes its way across the infield. And smells good.
I believe it's Idaho Beef Month. $1 off all the hamburgers at the Idaho Beef Council stand today.
You are correct. 0-2. Webb takes it down low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Webb Little with a 9-game hit streak. He's just 2 of 12, though, in the last 2 nights. Last night he had a 2-run home run. 1-2 from Miller inside. 2-2 as Webb has to back out of the way of that one. Miller to Little. Checks the swing again. Oh, they say he went around. I didn't think so, but my eyes don't count. Webb strikes out swinging. That is the second strikeout for Miller. And it brings up Matt Feinstein, the Chucker left fielder. Matt grounded out to the third baseman back in the first. Pitch from Miller is outside for a ball.
I think he went exactly halfway watching the replay, so it could have gone either way.
Okay. That one's outside. It's 2-0. So hats off to the third base umpire. Look at these umpires, amateur umpires. The 2-0 called strike at the knees as he came inside, and it's 2-1. And Matt steps, he does step out of the batter's box, but he only has one strike on him. That's outside, ball 3. 3-1 on Feinstein with Andrew Don on deck. Chuckers lead 2-0, bottom of 3. Here's the pitch, and that's ball 4. And that's the third walk issued by Mitchell Miller. And it brings up the DH, Andrew Don. Feinstein stealing bases this year is 4 out of 6. Andrew 4 for 10 in the 2 games against the Raptors. And the pitch hit into the gap in left center field, or right center field, and the catch is, no, they say he did not catch it. A diving attempt by the right fielder, Josh Broughton. And the third base umpire was right on the scene, and no argument this time. We had a situation 2 nights ago, Tyler, that went against Ogden, but hey, great attempt by Broughton, but give Andrew Don a base hit.
Yeah, it looked like he got there.
I think Tyler's going to look at the replay, but no argument at all.
Oh no, it was a very good trap. He was actually quite lucky by Broughton that he got that ball at all.
I mean, 2 nights ago, Goldfarb made a catch. They said he did not make the catch, and he ran all the way in from center field to plead his case. So 2 on, 1 out for Debo. Little chopper in front of the plate, but it goes foul. So the Chuckers with 2 on here in the third.
Give a lot of credit to Shane Proctor for seeing that ball.
Yeah, he went right out there in a hurry and got a good look at it.
Maybe he went to ABC Vision Care.
Shane, the athletic director at Madison High School in Rexburg. Here's the 0-1. Oh, pass ball. It gets away from the catcher. Did it bounce? Hard to tell, but we'll take the free base anyway.
We'll take a look on our replay for sure.
From our vantage point, it looked like it might have popped out of the glove, but it could have bounced first. Now a base hit can give the Chuckers 2 more. There's 1 out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch to DeBonville. Fouled back. It'll be a wild pitch. First wild pitch by Miller. And we're going to have some activity in the Raptor bullpen. At third base, Feinstein. At second base, Don. At the plate, DeBonville. Swing and a miss, and Thomas goes down for out number 2. Third strikeout, and it brings up Kona Quiggle, who struck out his first time up.
And that's the biggest of the 3 strikeouts for Miller as well.
Well, there's 2 outs. The Chuckers have been key the last 2 nights, have been clutch hitters in these situations. Pitch to Kona, low, ball 1. There's a right-hander warming up in the bullpen of Ogden. Chukars lead 2-0 with 2 more in scoring position. Ball hit the opposite way. This one's going to be in for a base hit. 1 run scores, 2 runs score, and Kona Quiggle goes the opposite way. Another 2-out rally, and Kona has 10 RBI in the last 2 ball games.
Who said he can't hit left-handed pitching?
I know who said it, but I'm not going to say. So Quiggle with a big 2-out base knock. He did that twice last night with 2 outs. And the Chukars now lead 4-0. Clutch. The Chukars have been clutch last 2 nights. Here's Tyler Kelly. First pitch swinging. It is fouled back out of play. Tyler singled his first time up. So Quiggle went the opposite way. No chance for Owen Taylor to catch up to that one as it one-hopped the wall. Miller checks the runner. Quiggle at second. 0-1 pitch. That's hit foul off the netting above the Chukars dugout, and it's 0-2 on the Idaho Falls second baseman. A 2-out rally in the second, scored 2. Another 2-out rally in the third, and it's a swing and a miss, and that'll do it for Kelly. Miller strikes out the side, but in between there were 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We have played 3 tonight at Melaleuca Field. It's Chukars 4 and the Raptors nothing. Hits and no errors. And for your middle inning play-by-play, here's Tyler Peterson.
Thank you, John. No easy part of this Raptors lineup right now, but Dubsky, so far so good. He's gotten some good defensive play behind him, caught Goldfarb off a bag. It'll be Mayberry, Michaels, and Efon. First 3 hitters here in the top of inning number 4.
Mayberry has a 22-game hit streak coming into tonight's contest.
First pitch to Mayberry, a swing and a miss. Change up below the zone. It's 0-1.
This guy can flat out hit.
Dubsky from the windup. Here's the pitch to the plate. A weak ground ball past Dubsky toward Kelly. He picks it up. He throws to first in time for 3 on the out. And there's 1 away.
Now batting for the Raptors, number 10, Nick Michaels.
Here's Michaels, who lined out to Kelly his first at bat. 4-0 in the top of the fourth. Chukars lead, 4 runs on 4 hits for the Raptors. No runs on 1 hit. First pitch to Michaels, swing and a miss, breaking ball at 82. Strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 on the way, a weak grounder back behind and toward the screen. It's 0-2.
Austin, a strikeout pitcher, nearly 1 per inning, but tonight pitching to contact, he's only struck out 1, but he's only given up 1 hit.
He's in the top 5 of the Pioneer League in strikeouts and innings pitched. 0-2 pitch, that is high, ball 1.
And he's tied for the league lead in wins. Looking for lucky number 7 tonight.
For the Chukars in the bottom of the fourth, it'll be Hiskey, Van Marter, and Barmakian. 1-2 pitch on the way. That is strike 3 called at the knees. Second strikeout for Dubsky. First one of the backwards K variety. And there's 2 outs.
Now batting number 50, Brock Ifon.
Here's Ifon, who grounded to second in his first at-bat. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. An update, we just finished 4 innings in Missoula. John, where are we in the top of the 5th?
Billings 2, Missoula 2.
Anyone's game. Pitch to Ifon, a ground ball foul. 0-2 to Ifon.
Sending good vibes to Billings.
No, that's Rocky Mountain.
No, they're the bad vibes.
0-2 pitch on the way. That is just outside. Great pitch from Dubsky. Fastball at 91, just off the plate. Dubsky looks into Hiskey, gets the sign. He winds, he kicks, he fires. This is popped up out to right field. Under it is to Bonneville. He will make the catch, and the inning is over. 1-2-3. Go the Raptors. Bottom of the fourth. It's 4-0 Idaho Falls. Welcome back to our ball game. It's the bottom of the fourth. Miller still pitching for the Raptors. It'll be Hiskey, Van Marter, and Barmakian. These 2 games right now in Missoula and in Idaho Falls almost parallel as far as where they are in the games. We're in the bottom of the fourth. They're in the top of the 5th.
Leading off for your Chukars, number 33.
Hiskey today, an RBI single, a 2-out RBI single as well. Nice to make sure that there's no changes anywhere on the diamond for the Raptors. I think we're good. First pitch to Hiskey is a called strike, breaking ball at 80. on the outside corner.
Well, last night, 6 changes in 1 inning for Dean Stiles.
Yep, 0-1 pitch, just low. One count. Miller to the plate. That's way inside. Hiskey gets out of the way. It's 2-1. Miller set at the belt. Here's the pitch to Hiskey, a ground ball foul. I think you're right, John. We're going to announce probably over 3,000 tonight as well. A great crowd here to cheer on the Chukars as they try to get this Northern Division championship in the first half. 2-2 pitch to Hiskey. He swings. It's a ground ball foul again. They are the reigning first half champions.
That's right. And back in 2019, boy, they fell apart in the second half. They had a losing record to the Chukars back in 2019 when the playoffs started, but it only matters who's hot at the end. And the Chukars swept Ogden in Ogden. That was so sweet.
2-2 pitch to Hiskey. He will take just inside. Miller wanted it. It started off the plate and it finished close to the plate. It would have been a really generous strike call. Full count pitch on its way, swinging in another ground ball down first. Ifan, oh, it's under his glove! He completely missed it. Hiskey, he's going to go to second. It's going to be a 2-base error on Ifan, who just
Olayed it.
Olayed it? I was going to say, I got to play the play into my head. Ground ball to Buckner, and it's, that's all right. Well, it would have had a nice payoff if I could remember the guy's name.
Yep.
Anyway. Hiskey on via the E3. Couldn't have been an easier ground ball, and Ifan charged it. He could have just waited back. Here's Van Marter. First pitch to Van Marter, way outside. And now another right-hander up in that bullpen. I think that's Jackson Sigmund, the former Missoula paddlehead. Here's the 1-0 to Van Marter. The pitch is just low. 2-0. Miller set. Big hole on the right side right now for Van Marter. Pitch to the plate. He swings, hits this towards second. Off the mound. Armstrong scoops it up, throws to first. Van Marter gets Hiskey over to third with 1 out, a 4-3 ground out.
Not a sacrifice, but he got the job done.
As good as one. So here's Barmakian. Tonight's third baseman. We've seen Barmakian at third a little bit more often now. Webb a little bit more often at first. And I think, like we were saying yesterday, this might be the best defensive arrangement for the Chukars.
I think so.
Currently, anyway. First pitch to Barmakian. He takes a strike on the inside. Infield playing sort of back to halfway, except for the third baseman, Michaels. 1-0 pitch. This is inside, 1-1.
Ground ball to the right side will score another run for the Chukars.
1 out. Hiskey at third. A 4-0 Chukars lead. Pitch to Barmakian, a ground ball down the first base line, but foul. So we saw last inning, John, de Bonville struck out in a similar situation, 2-man on. Barmakian, you want to get at least a ball into play here. Of course, Kona able to pick up de Bonville after he struck out. Pitch to the plate, Barmakian, he will shoot this to second. Armstrong gets it. This will score Hiskey. And Steve Barmakian, an RBI ground out. Chukars now lead 5-0.
All you had to do, hit it to the right side. Ogden with the infield playing at their normal position, and the Chukars take advantage of that error on Ifan.
And an unearned run, I should say, for Miller. Error to second, 2 ground outs, some small ball, 2 outs for Webb Little. First pitch, swing and a miss. Big swing, comes up empty. It's 0-1. Webb 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout. There comes the 0-1 pitch. Webb takes way inside. He has to bend over at the waist there to get out of the way. Pitch to the plate, Webb, a ground ball down the first base line toward Ifan. That is a foul ball, just foul. 1-2 now to Webb. This is a lefty-lefty matchup. 5-0 Chukars in the bottom of inning number 4. Long way to go. Miller to the plate. This is swung on and missed. Miller with his 5th strikeout. The inning is over, but another run for the Chukars as the RBI ground out by Steve Barmakian scores Hiskey. It's 5-0 as we head to the top of the 5th on KSPZ 980. Welcome back. It's the top of inning number 5. Dubsky with a 5-0 lead. It'll be Kaufman, Taylor, and Armstrong, the first 3 hitters. The 7, 8, 9 men for the Raptors. And it's time now for our Toyota 5th inning check-in. My question of the day: what is your favorite moment from the first half so far? This is the last day of our first half. I want to know your favorite moment from the previous 47 games. First pitch on its way. That's inside to Kaufman, who singled. The only hit for the Raptors so far. Here's the 1-0. Kaufman takes a strike. Breaking ball from Dubsky at 83. It's 1-1. Let us know on Twitter or Facebook if you're listening to tonight's ball game. Here's a high drive to left. Back is Feinstein at the track, at the wall. He will leap, and it's past his glove. It's going to be extra bases for Kaufman. He'll go to second. He'll have a leadoff double. Feinstein got back to the wall. He got to the spot, just missed the ball, just a little bit out of his reach.
Did all he could do.
So here's Taylor. The first leadoff hit for the Raptors. Nearly got out of here. Taylor is 0 for 1. Hit a fly ball to center field. First pitch is a called strike on the outside. If you're listening to us here at the ball game, let us know by giving me a little hand raise. Give me a wave if you're listening. Thank you so much for listening on KSPZ 980 The Sports Zone. Everyone listening out here, thank you so much. Here's a swing and a foul back.
That foul went straight back. Let's keep your back straight. Go to the home of the Backsaver mattress.
0-2. Let us know on Twitter or Facebook. Looks like Facebook's having a little bit of issues right now. We'll try to get it up as soon as we can. Here's a swing and a ground ball to short. Van Marter is going to go to third, and they will have the base runner at third. 6-5 on the putout. Kaufman ran at a ball that was hit in front of him. Van Marter, who's a very good, alert shortstop, threw to Barmaking at third. 6-5 on the putout on the fielder's choice. Taylor reaches on base, but the leading runner is out.
You're taught not to do that. And the Chukars take advantage.
6-5 on the tag. Here is Armstrong. First pitch from Dubsky on the way. That's inside. It's 1-0. So it's like Facebook has now cooperated with me. So let me know on Twitter or Facebook if you're out there listening to game 48 of 48 in the first half. 1-0 pitch to the plate. That is just low. 2-0. Owen Taylor, 2 for 2 in stolen base attempts. The Raptors like to run. They have 80 stolen bases, which leads the league. Dubsky coming set. Pitch to the plate is a line drive down the left field line. That is just foul. Oh, just foul. And that had RBI written all over it for Andy Armstrong. And just a little bit foul as called by home plate umpire Kyle Martin. So just a dangerous strike one. Tim Reynolds checking in with us. His favorite first half play. Bronson Butcher crushing a home run on Patty's B-Day. Tim and Patty were the host family for Bronson Butcher. They now host Kona Quiggle and Tyler Kelly. Here's a fly ball to left field. Matt Feinstein underneath it. He makes the catch, and there are 2 away.
Hey, hats off to all these families that host these young men. Pretty much a great credit to the folks who do that. And I'm sure the players are thankful that is the case. Our own Chris Hall, assistant general manager, he houses 2 players. They're real little players. Webb and Sam.
Here's Goldfarb. He's 0 for 0 with a hit by pitch and a walk. First pitch is in the dirt. Hiskey blocks it. Taylor's going nowhere. You must be careful with Goldfarb. 2 outs. Cannot let down your guard against the Pioneer League's leading home run hitter, who has 14. He also has 137 total bases. One 1-0 pitch to Goldfarb. This is swung on and missed. Took a big hack over that 2-seamer. And it's 1-1. You can see what he was trying to do if you're at the stadium or watching on YouTube. I'd like to say hello to the 76 folks watching right now. Maybe you're in Missoula watching this as well. Maybe someone like Jeff Safford or Taylor Rush watching this game while they watch their own. There goes the runner, Taylor. This ball is in the dirt. Van Marter gets over. He applies the tag. He's out. Hiskey blocked a wild pitch in front of him. I don't know what Taylor was thinking, but Hiskey had him all the way, and Taylor went to cover in front of the bag, and in one motion caught the ball, applied the tag, and the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 5-0 Chukars on KSPZ 980.
5 runs, 4 earned. He walked 3 and he struck out 5.
For the Ogden Raptors, number 45, Jackson Sigmund.
So it'll be Sigmund facing the 3, 4, and 5 hitters for the Chukars.
Sigmund was let go by Missoula because he had bad numbers. He had an ERA of 9, here in 2 games an ERA of 4.50, but the last time we saw him, I mean, he has one of the most devastating sliders we've seen all year. So I don't know if that was just he was feeling it that particular night, but I really liked this guy when we saw him last time. But you're right, he will face the heart of this Chukars lineup. 5-0 Chukars lead.
The Raptors have had 3 runners picked off base here in the ball game. 3 potential runs.
Some folks checking with us. Andrew Don says his favorite moment was Andrew Don, his son, hitting a home run in the 6th inning of game. Oh, well, hold on. I'm not going to read that one out of superstitious belief. We'll see if that happens, Andrew. I'm going to just cut that one off. And same to you, Michael Bueller. I'm not going to read yours either out of respect to our superstitions. But I will read Debbie Eskridge's, who said that beating Missoula in extra innings, the home run derby, and then the whole craziness with that, the protests, the doing it the next day, Brady beating Gatewood. And I was going to say that was my favorite as well, Debbie, so thank you. Here's Feinstein, the 0-1 count to him. Sigmund to the plate. This is a line drive, a weak hit into right field, a base hit. He threw that slider, and Feinstein just took it the other way off the end of the bat. Might have even cracked it. But it'll be a base hit for Feinstein, his first of the day. Kurt Holverson, watching on YouTube at home, hanging out with Abby Schwarzenbart, Nico Mori, and Aaron Schwarzenbart. Favorite moment is the Brady West home run in the redo knockout round against Missoula. That is a favorite. Here's Don. Here's a foul ball. So Don with a weak line drive to begin the bottom of the 5th. 5-0 Chukars. John, do you have a favorite moment from the first half?
I do. Just being back at the ballpark after last year. That's my favorite moment.
We couldn't stop talking about that after about first 5 games. There goes Feinstein. It's a base hit to right field, a hit and run. Work to perfect success. Feinstein to third, first and third. Don is fired up at first base.
How about Andrew Don? He's now 6 for his last 8 plate appearances. And he has gotten out of that July funk.
Gardy trusting his players, putting the run on, and putting the hit and run on. Perfect. 2 hits to begin the inning. It's DeBonville at the plate. It's 5-0 Chukars.
That's the prettiest play in baseball when it works, the hit and run.
First pitch to DeBonville. He hits a high drive down the right field line. Over is Broughton. He comes in. He will make the catch. They're going to send Feinstein. The throw home is a good one. Play at the plate is not in time. Feinstein slides under the tag. The throw beat him, but he slid toward the outside of the bag. A perfect slide, a sac fly RBI. And now, just in case, the Raptors are going to appeal to third.
Head first slide by Matt.
So Jackson Sigmund has to get on the mound to appeal from third first. So before I write sac fly in, we'll just make sure this formality is taken care of.
What a throw by Broughton. Wow.
So Sigmund is on the mound. He's going to step off and throw to third. And the appeal was unsuccessful, so it's a sac fly RBI. And it's 6-0 Chukars. Here's Quiggle. Man on first, a man out. DeBonville with the sac fly. First pitch to Quiggle is down low. Now, John, I thought we said we weren't going to look at the billing score. Is there something you want to tell me?
It's Billings 8, Missoula 2. 8-2.
Long way to go.
Mustangs.
Long way to go. We've seen Pioneer baseball all this year, and even Gardy said only a 10-run lead is slightly safe.
Not too often. Sorry, I cheated. I had to.
It's getting intense. Here's a swing and miss by Quiggle. It's 6-0 Chukars. They still have to win this ball game. We've seen Ogden with 7-run innings, so neither game is close to being over. However,
We're halfway there.
Don at first. Sigmund waiting. Now he steps off. Don sort of had that look in his stance like he was going to go. Sigmund waiting on the mound. Here's the pitch to the plate. Quiggle hits a high pop-up towards center field. Goldfarb went back. Now he has to come in. Who's going to catch it? It's going to be Goldfarb who makes the catch. They're going to throw it back to first. It's off the bag. It goes back to the pitcher's mound. No one's there. Dawn is going to go back to first base and go back to second base now. That'll be an error on Goldfarb. I think that hit the bag. So an E8.
Now got number 7, Tyler Kelly.
So a fly out by Quiggle, 2 outs. Don to second on the E8. Here's Kelly, 1 for 2. First pitch from Sigmund. This is swung on a miss. There's that good slider we've seen. 81 from Kelly. He has not seen it. Don at second. A single will score him. Here's the pitch to the plate. Quick, high deep drive to left field. Back goes the left fielder Taylor. He's underneath it at the track. He makes the catch. The inning is over. Another run for the Chukars. 2 hits, a sac fly RBI from Thomas de Bonville. We head to the top of inning number 6. It's 6-0 Idaho Falls on KSBZ 980. Top of inning number 6. It's 6-0 Idaho Falls, and it'll be the top of the order for the Raptors. Goldfarb, Broughton, and Parks to face Dubsky. I must stress, a long way to go tonight. If we've seen anything from the 48, or I guess if you count the other 2, the 50 games we've watched this year, it's that any given inning could be a bad, crooked number. No matter who's out there, it seems. First pitch to Goldfarb. He swings. It's a line drive to right. Kona coming in. Kona into a dive. He makes the catch. He's impressed with the glove, with the arm, and with the bat, and a great catch by Kona Quiggle. A line out to right. Here's Broughton. Broughton is 0 for 2. The first pitch in the dirt, bounces up to Hiskey, and it's 1-0. Pitch to the plate, swung on and missed. Breaking ball at 84.
How about the last two nights starting pitchers? Floyd, 6 innings, no earned runs. So far, Austin Dubsky throwing a shutout.
Pitch to Broughton, a ground ball towards third, towards short, off the glove of Van Marter, and into left field. A base hit for Josh Broughton, and that one had big-time eyes. And now here's Pavin Parks. You never know when the rally will start. If it's just a ground ball, if it's a double. Got to move on to the next hitter. Try to get him out. But you know what, John, you're right. 3 big outs on the base paths. 2 caught stealings, the out at third. Raptors are aggressive, especially on the base paths. They do have a stolen base today, but more cons than pros. First pitch is just a bit low. Parks is 0 for 1. He's walked and flied out. A ground ball will get Dubsky out of the inning, especially one up the middle with 2 very good middle infielders. Broughton a short lead. Pitch to the plate. This is a line drive foul back to the screen. Breaking ball. Either a really hard thrown slider or maybe the 2-seamer there. That was at 86. 1 out in the top of the 6th. 6-0 Chukars. Broughton with a good-sized lead now. Dubsky looking at Hiskey. He comes set. Here's the pitch to the plate. It is in the dirt. There goes Broughton. He's caught in between. They're going to throw it out a second first. Van Marter picks it, throws to first, and he is out in time! What a great play by Tyler Van Marter to catch the short hop and throw out. Broughton at first. 2-6-3. And the second out of the inning. Caught stealing, 2-6-3. The third caught stealing of the day. These Raptors get such big aggressive leads that when they get off base, sometimes they're just caught in no man's land. Pitch to Parks, that's down low.
And twice Hunter Hiskey has blocked the ball, kept it close, and made the throw to second for the out.
And they've been pretty much right in front of him, too. Dubsky for the windup. The 3-1 pitch is swung on, popped way high in the air. It's to the foul side of third base. Barmakian under it. He makes the catch. A hit, but 1, 2, 3 go the Raptors after a caught stealing. We head to the bottom of the 6th. 6-0 Idaho Falls on KSPZ 980. Welcome back to our ball game. Bottom of inning number 6. 6-0 Idaho Falls. Tyler Peterson, John Balgini, live from Melaleuca Field in Idaho Falls, Idaho. We are live from the Jim Gar Show radio booth, and it's Hunter Hiskey, Tyler Van Marter, and Steve Barmakian to face Jackson Sigmund. First pitch is inside to Hiskey, who is 1 for 2. He scored a run, reached on an error. Let's see who's checked in with us on Facebook. 1-0 pitch to the plate. Here's a swing and a miss by Hiskey. Travis and Sydney Davis watching on YouTube. Also watching the Billings-Missoula game. Wow. Little dual Pioneer League action. Pitch to Hiskey. He takes. Just low. 2-1. Sigmund to the plate. Hiskey takes a strike on the inside. And Hiskey is fine with that strike on the inside as long as Dubsky gets it as well. And a nice night from Martin behind the plate right now. It's Kyle Martin, our home plate umpire, who's called a pretty good game. 2-2 pitch to the plate. This is swung on a ground ball back to Sigmund. Hiskey's going to run this out. Sigmund underhand toss to first. They get Hiskey. 1-3 on the putout, and there's one away. Two runs for the Chukars in the second, 2 runs for the Chukars in the third, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth. That's their 6 runs. Ogden, no runs so far through 6 innings. First pitch to Van Marter. There's that good slider coming all the way across the plate to catch the outside corner. It's strike 1. Base is empty, 1 out. Bottom of inning number 6. Pitch to Van Marter. He takes way outside. That one had a little bit too much action on it at 82. This is only the 3rd time he's appeared for the Raptors, Jackson Sigmund. Pitch to Van Marter, that's outside as well. 3 sliders, 1 which caught the corner and 2 that are way outside. 2-1. The catcher Kaufman setting up low. Pitch to the plate is a strike on the inside. That one twirled in as well. I'm not sure how well you can see it on YouTube, but certainly the ones here in the stands, you can see the big break on that Sigmund curveball, or slider, I should say. 2-2 to Van Marter. Here's the pitch, a 2-seamer on the outside corner, but called a ball. What a great pitch to have in the back pocket after you just seen 4 that have curved in front of you, a fastball that curves back toward you, but it's outside. And if I'm Sigmund, I'm throwing a slider here. 3-2 pitch to the plate. It is a swing and a miss. It was the slider. It was down low. And Van Marter strikes out. Sigmund's first strikeout. 2 outs for Steve Barmakian. Barmakian is 0 for 3, but he did hit a ground ball to score a run. 6-0 Idaho Falls over Ogden in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch to the plate is a big slider that's, wow, slides all the way in for a strike. And it is a strike. It's just a really pretty pitch. Sigmund set on the 3rd base side of the rubber. He kicks, he throws. That's a ground ball into right field, a base hit. He went with a fastball. Barmakian didn't miss it. And he has a 2-out single. And don't be surprised if there's some action on the bases now with the speedy Barmakian and the left-handed hitting Webb Little. Because Sigmund can spin those in, but they only pretty much top out about 81 miles an hour. First pitch of the plate, Webb Little takes a called strike 1. Webb today 0 for 3. He's in a little mini funk. Sigmund to the plate. That is a breaking ball. That is just low. 1-1. Pretty decent count if Billy Gardner Jr. wants to put the steal on. Off first is Barmakian. Pitch to the plate to Webb Little. He takes a slider for strike one. Our attendance tonight, almost 3,000, 2946. We appreciate everyone who came out tonight. 1-2 to Webb Little, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Webb swings, grounds it foul. Feinstein on deck, should Webb Little reach. Bullpens are quiet for both teams. 6-0 Chukars. Bottom of the 6th, 2 outs, Barmakian at first. A 1-2 count to Webb Little. Sigmund, here's the 1-2, a ground ball down the first base line, and oh, just foul. It was the home plate umpire's call. And it was, if it was foul, it was foul by about 2 inches. I do think Kyle Martin got that one right. It would have probably gone over the bag and into foul territory if it were a fair ball. And it was his call to make. It's the home plate umpire's call to make as long as the play is in front of the bag. Two-two pitch to Webb. He takes strike 3 call. That slider catches the outside. And there is the final out of the inning. We head to the top of the 7th, 6-0 Idaho Falls on KSPZ 980. Top of inning number 7, 6-0 Idaho Falls. Dubsky still on the mound. Austin. His pitch count right now, not incredibly high. It'll be Mayberry, Michaels, and Efon. Dubsky's first pitch to Mayberry. On its way. This is swung on, grounded foul. Dubsky gets 74 pitches. 0-1 pitch to the plate. This is swung on, hit up the middle, into center. A base hit for Mayberry, who continues his season-high hit streak. It's now at 23 games. That'll bring up Nick Michaels.
Now batting number 10, Nick Michaels.
Update in the Billings-Missoula game. It's the top of the 6th. It's Billings 8, Missoula 5. It'll be close. It'll be very close coming down to the end of the night. It'll be up to Billings to outslug Missoula because Billings has a better offense than they have a better pitching staff. Here's Michaels. Ground ball toward Van Marter. He gloves it. Flips to Kelly at second. On to first to Webb Little. A double play. 6-4-3 on the first pitch to Nick Michaels. And there's 2 away.
Now batting number 50, Brock Eaton.
Here's Brock Efon. He bats with the bases empty. 2 outs, 6-0 Chukars. First pitch, inside. It's 1-0. Efon 0 for 2, a ground out and a fly out. Dupsky kicks, he fires to the plate. Efon fouls it back.
That foul went straight back.
4 scattered hits for the Raptors. 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, and now 1 in the 7th. Dupsky looks into Hiskey. Here's the 1-1 pitch. He hits this towards short. Van Marter on the backhand. Van Marter across his body to first. In time. A great play by Tyler Van Marter. And 1, 2, 3 go the Raptors as we head to the bottom of the 7th. 6-0 Idaho Falls on KSPZ 980. Bottom of inning number 7. It's Feinstein, Dawn, and DeBonville. They'll face Jackson Sigmund into his 3rd inning of work now. He's just allowed 1 run, 3 hits, struck out a couple of batters. The Chukars, even if they win, they still need Billings to beat Missoula, which is a very tough task in Missoula. No guarantees tonight. The Chukars have played well. They've played a very good first half, and hats off to them for putting themselves in this position. But that's no guarantee that they'll win a playoff spot tonight. They put themselves in a very good spot for the second half, and if it doesn't happen tonight, this is still a very good team, and they will have to do it in the second half. 6-0 Chukars. Feinstein was the first man Sigmund faced when he came in, and finally got a single off him. First pitch is swung on a miss. Fastball at 91. Righty-righty matchup. Setting up inside is Kaufman. Here's the pitch. That's a fastball inside. Setting up again, inside is Kaufman. The pitch is a line drive into left field, a base hit for Feinstein. A hard hit ball, and Feiney is on for the third time tonight, his second hit. Here's Andrew Don. So Feinstein gets the second hit. Don already has 2 hits.
Sort of eavesdropping with the eyes, some of the fans following the Missoula Billings on point streak. I love that.
First pitch to Andrew Don. To the plate. This is foul down the right field line. Hit very hard and very deep, but also very foul.
Andrew looking for his 7th hit in the last 2 days.
And we'll take singles and doubles from Andrew. We don't always need the home run. Although Don's home run, one of my favorite memories, the ball that went over the scoreboard. This is outside, not the video board, the scoreboard in right and left center. Pitch to the plate. Don takes that slider for strike 2. Backed him off the plate. Feinstein at first. No outs. Sigmund set on the mound. Here's the pitch to Don. It is swung on, fouled off again. Went with the slider. Fouled it off to right field. Aaron Freimeyer wants to let us know that they're watching from home tonight. Kids went to bed early. One-two pitch to Don. He swings, hits it down the right field line. Is this going to be fair? It is a fair ball! Feinstein, will he be sent home? He will. Run to the second baseman Armstrong. The throw to the plate is not in time. Feinstein slides in again, safely under the tag of Kaufman. It's a triple for Andrew Don. Chukars 7, Raptors nothing.
Andrew Don 7 for 9 in the last 24 hours.
Thomas DeBonville bats with Don at third. The infield pulled in. The first pitch, half swing. It's in the dirt. No appeal. It's 1-0. Back-to-back hits to start the inning. The same that the Chukars did in the 5th from Feinstein and Don. Here a single and a triple. Pitch to DeBonville way outside with that slider. It's now 2-0. A run in on the Don triple. If you're looking for the Paddleheads live stream, John, you can find that on pblnetwork.com. Pitch to the plate to Bonneville, hits a pop-up behind first. The infield was in. Back is Armstrong. He will make the catch on the lip of the back of the infield dirt. And that is a pop-out to the second baseman.
Why would I do that? I'm watching this game.
I'm sure there's a lot of fans out there who'd like to watch the game as well. A little companion video to go along with what's going on the field.
What was that site again?
pblnetwork.com. Here's Kona Quiggle now. Man at third, 1 out, infield on the left side, still in. First pitch to Kona, he takes. A called strike one on the slider. Quiggle today, 1 for 3, a 2-run double. Next pitch, another slider, another called strike. Oh, 0-2 to Kona. 7-0 Chukars, but a run just 90 feet away. You want to get that guy in. 0-2 pitch, that is in the dirt, away from the catcher. Don not able to go. It's not that far away from Kaufman, and it's 1-2. One and two to Kona, 1 out. Pitch to the plate, Kona takes inside for ball 2. Pitch to the plate, that is outside. Did not quite spin back onto the plate.
Not sure if you mentioned this, Tyler, but no activity in the Chukars bullpen. We'll see Austin Dubsky in inning number 8.
Here's a swing and a miss by Quiggle. He strikes out on the slider. And there's 2 away. I will read the new check-in from Andrew Don, checking in from Massachusetts. His favorite first-half memory, Andrew Don hitting a triple in the 7th inning of game 48.
7 for 9, Dad. He's back.
Strikeout number 3 for Sigmund since coming out of the bullpen in 3 innings. And here's Tyler Kelly. Flight out to left against Sigmund his last at bat. Don at third, infield playing back. First pitch, slider, ground ball to left field, a base hit.
Another 2-out base hit, scores another one.
8 runs now. 8-0 Chukars. And again, clutch. So here comes Dean Stiles. That's going to be it for Jackson Sigmund. He's going to call in another righty. This pitching change is brought to you by the Smith Group, simplifying the car buying experience for 100 years. We'll be back and we'll tell you about the new pitcher on KSPZ, the Sports Zone, your home for Fox Sports and the Idaho Falls Chukars. A new pitcher for the Raptors here with 2 outs in the 7th inning. It'll be The right-hander we saw a few days ago, number 7, Christopher Campbell. He replaces Jackson Sigmund.
Sigmund's line 2 2/3, gave up 4 hits, 3 runs thus far, all earned, did not walk a batter, and he struck out 3.
Campbell on the year in his 21st game now, a 6.60 ERA, 30 innings, 31 strikeouts, and 10 walks. In the ball game 2 nights ago, he went 1 inning, allowed 3 runs on 3 hits, 2 earned runs, and a walk, no strikeouts. Here's Hunter Hiskey, batting with 2 outs in the inning. Bottom of the 7th, 8-0 Chukars, with Tyler Kelly at first. First pitch to Hiskey. On its way, he swings and fouls this out of play. Still no home runs tonight from either team. Hiskey against Campbell. 0-1 pitch to the plate. Hiskey takes a bit low, 1-1. Campbell set. The 1-1 pitch to Hiskey. He takes outside. It's 2-1. Two outs in the inning. 2-1 to Hiskey. Campbell's pitch, a swing and a foul back to the screen. It's 2-2.
Straight back. Let's keep your back straight. Go to the home of the back sleeper mattress.
A lot more folks have checked in with us now on Facebook. The Binders watching from Lake Ontario, a big game. You said it, Joy. Let's go Chukars. Pitch to Hiskey. This is hit to left center field. Will anyone get there? This will be a diving catch from the left fielder, Taylor. At least I think that's Taylor. And of course it's not. It's Johnson. Jack Johnson with a great catch in left. Top of inning number 8, and Mr. Austin Dubsky still in the ball game. Will he take us the rest of the way? I don't know, but I know who will. It's John Balgini.
Thank you, Tyler. No runs, 4 hits, 2 errors. Ogden, 8 runs, 10 hits. No errors for the Chukars as we play in the 8th inning. In what could be the fastest game of the season. We are just over 2 hours old right now. Kyle Kaufman, he's had a perfect night. Singled in the 2nd, doubled in the 5th. Austin Dubsky, inning number 8, has given up just 4 hits. And the pitch is a strike called at the knees, 0-1 the count. That pitch is low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. We look back, Tyler, at the first inning. A hit by pitch, a walk, and Austin a little shaky to begin with, but boy, he didn't bring his A game tonight. He brought his A-plus game.
And only on 81 pitches right now.
1-1 pitch. Foul ball, third base side. Gets into the Raptor bullpen. Chukars in the bottom of the 8th will have Van Marder, Barmakian, and Little. But first things first. Kaufman's had Dubsky's number, the only Raptor that has. That pitch is fouled back, and it's 1-2.
Got to finish this one out, John. Dawn of the second day, 6 days or 6 outs remain.
It's looking pretty promising right now. And now timeout called by Kyle Kaufman. Again, sending some good vibes to Missoula. One-two pitch, ground ball, fielded by the third baseman Barmakian. Steve makes the play in time for out number 1. Nice play by Steve, went in front of the shortstop, Van Marder, and a strong throw by Steve. That's 1 out here in the 8th inning. And the batter will be nope, it's going to be Taylor who's back in.
Well, I guess Johnson didn't sub for Taylor, so the question is,
who did he sub for?
Who did he sub for, and where is Taylor playing? I could see this. I'll just throw this out there. Perhaps Taylor's at first, Ifan is out, and Johnson's in left, but who knows?
Taylor tonight 0 for 2. Line to center. Reached on a fielder's choice, but was caught stealing, and the pitch is down low from Austin Dubsky. There has been only 1 complete game in the Pioneer League this year, and it was a shutout. I think by a Missoula player. That pitch called strike. Pretty pitch by Austin.
Kevin Hilton, who pitched yesterday for Missoula, he was the one who had the only complete game. Daniel Silva almost had one in 7 innings in Rocky Mountain.
And there's still no activity in the Chukar bullpen. This ball's hit into center field. Bonville knocks it down. He thought about making a diving attempt, but he played it safe.
And that was the correct decision there.
Yep, no doubt. 8-run lead. And this is Raul Shaw and not Andy Armstrong. So Shaw will bat for Armstrong.
Now back for the Raptors, number 16, Raul Shaw.
Shaw has some good numbers this year, batting .355, 7 home runs, 46 RBI. And the pitch from Austin, ground ball, could be 2. Out at second, out at first, out of the inning. 6-3 double play. We played 7.5 as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Chukars lead it 8-0 on KSPZ. Bottom of the inning, number 8, new catcher into the ball game for the Raptors, Nico Pacheco. And leading things off for the Chukars, Tyler Van Marter. Hitless in 2 at-bats tonight. 7-game hit streak on the line. This is Chris Campbell, faced 1 batter in the bottom of the 7th. And the pitch, fly ball, Broughton goes back a couple of steps. Now he comes in a couple of steps, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. Now we go to top of the order and Steve Barmakian. And we welcome Chris Scoops Hall into the broadcast booth. The Chukars do everything. He's the assistant general manager. What's up, Scoops?
Just scoreboard watching.
Yeah, who isn't? We're taking care of business here at the Loop. That's all that we can do.
We're doing everything we can.
Here's the pitch to Barmakian down low. Steve 1 for 4 in the ball game. Well, after tonight, Chucks go to Ogden for 3. Tuesday, of course, a travel day in the Pioneer League. Then it's back at home for 6 against the Rocky Mountain Vibes. And I know you have some big events coming up.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have first game, law enforcement night, presented by Brohams. That's always a great night here. Have a lot of cop cars, cool stuff to take around, walk around the concourse, take a look at. Then on Thursday, we've got our summer reading program, which is always a fun night. It's going to be similar to tonight where we had our STEAM camp, so we got a lot of kids in the ballpark. Summer reading night. ABC Vision generously donates a lot of tickets to the library for all the kids that complete the summer reading program, so we fill the ballpark on that night. We're really excited about it.
Count is 3-0 on Barmakian. 1 out, bottom of 8. Looking ahead to the 9th, it'll be the top of the order for the Raptors. That pitch, low ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk.
And real quick, John, we had quite a few changes on defense for the Raptors. In the 7th, it was Johnson into the game for Ifan in the 6th hole. He's in left. Owen Taylor moved from left to first. And now here in the 8th, it's Shaw who pinch hit for Armstrong. He'll stay in the game at second, with Pacheco now coming in to catch.
Webb Little is 9-game hit streak on the line. He's 0 for 4 tonight. And he chops one, a Baltimore chopper fielded by Taylor. Here's the toss to the bag in time. Got him by a half step. 2 outs, and Barmakian moves over to second base. And it's Matt Feinstein, 2 for 3 in tonight's ball game. Go ahead, Chris. Any other?
Yeah, then I mean the 23rd, next Friday, a week from today, we've got Fred and Wayne's t-shirt giveaway for the first 500 kids. Those t-shirts just came in. They look really good. So get here early. If you're coming with kids, make sure you get them a t-shirt. 24th, beach party night. We're going to be giving away Lay's at the gate. It's also Idaho beef nights. We're going to have $1 hamburgers. It's going to be a lot of fun. Sundays, always Copa Sunday, Waterside Sundays.
And Sunday, it's those good-looking Madre hat giveaways. Those things are sweet.
Courtesy
of La Super Caliente.
our good friends at Sandhill Media.
Yes, indeed. Feinstein hitting the shoulder.
Foul ball, Paul, checking on him.
And it brings up Andrew Don, who is 7 for 9 over the last 24 hours. We talked to Billy Gardner Jr. and Tyler. We were at the watching batting practice, and the skipper said, "Hey, you just got to hit your way out of it." And I think he's done that and a little more. Now they're checking his knee, not his shoulder. As Feinstein, he got banged up a little bit in last night's game.
That's my mistake. I saw him turn the shoulder, but it looked like it hit him in the back foot.
Okay. He walks down to first base. 2 outs. And let's go back to Chris Hall.
Wrapping up the homestand on Monday the 26th, John, no alcohol night. Either a fan favorite or a fan least favorite. But we fill the ballpark. It's a popular night.
No doubt.
For the people that it's popular with.
All righty. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate all that you do for us.
Thank you.
And
guys.
for the fans in the stands. 2 on, 2 out. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Pitch inside to Andrew. It's 1-0. Barmakian at second, Feinstein at first. The count on Andrew is 1-0. Check the swing, did not go, and it's 2-0. Well, they're in the bottom of the seventh in Missoula. No change in the score. Top of the order for the Raptors in the top of the ninth. Quickest game of the season thus far. Two 2-0 on Andrew.
After Steam Camp, John, I think I'm happy with the quickest game of the year.
I bet you are. You had a short night last night. The 2-0, chopped foul, 2-1. Game number 48 of 96. Chukars trying to finish the first half at home here at the Luke at 17-7. On the road, they're 17-7. 2-1 on the way to Andrew. That's a strike on the outside edge, and it's 2-2. Chukars have 2 on. Chukars with 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, and 2 in the seventh. Nothing but goose eggs for the Raptors. 2-2. Way outside. Nice backhanded stop by the catcher Pacheco to keep the runners at their respective bases, and the count full. And the runners will be off anyway. Nobody warming up. We'll see Mr. Dubsky in the ninth.
Chukars have one shutout on the year as a team, winning 14-0 in Missoula, but no pitcher has even thrown a complete game for them this year.
3-2, 2 outs, runners go. Ball, whoa, ricocheted and nearly got foul ball Paul. 3-2. I wonder what Austin likes on his pizza. Just curious.
Well, we get to choose 3 toppings.
Yeah, I mean, does he go thin crust or the regular Brooklyn style at Domino's?
I wonder why we're talking about this.
No idea. I'm hungry, that's why. Full count, 3-2, 2 outs, 2 on. And Campbell wheels to second, but nobody to deal to.
I'm just throwing it out there, Wes. If you want a personal ambassador for Domino's, I will sign up for that. I am available.
Wes Wood and his crew at Domino's, they sponsor high school sports players of the game in all 3 sports, and now the Chukars. Here's a 3-2. Ball hit up the middle. It's going to be fielded by the shortstop, the only play. Second baseman not covering, but they get Andrew at first. No runs on no hits, no errors, 2 men left on base. We go to the ninth here at Melaleuca Field. It's Idaho Falls 8 and Ogden nothing here on KSBZ, the Sports Zone. Top of 9, Austin Dubsky answers the bell for round number 9. Goldfarb, Broughton, and Parks. Austin has tossed a gem tonight. First pitch just missed outside. Next pitch right down West Broadway for a called strike. And it's 1-1. Goldfarb, only one official at bat. He was hit by a pitch. He walked and he lined out to Quiggle, the right fielder. Fouls off the next pitch. Dubsky going for the complete game shutout. Steve Thayer in the booth with his young grandson. A proud papa right there, let me tell you. Two the count, Dubsky to Goldfarb. High fly ball to Bonneville. Is under it. Makes the catch, out number 1. And now it's Josh Broughton.
Now batting, number 14, Josh Broughton.
Broughton tonight 1 for 3. Pitch called strike 1. Next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike on the Raptor right fielder. That one misses. 2-1 the count. And it's now 3-1. Three-one pitch to Broughton. Inside, ball 4. Still no activity in the Chucker bullpen. That's the 3rd walk issued by Austin Dubsky.
Now batting, number 13, Pavin Parks.
Here's Pavin Parks. Parks tonight is 0 for 2. Austin's given up just 5 base hits. But the Raptors have been caught on the bases 4 times in tonight's ball game. How about a nice double play to put this thing to bed? And the pitch is fouled back. Good fastball by Austin. 0-1 the count on Parks.
Keep your back straight. Go to the home of the Backstable Raptors.
At first base, Broughton not being held on. 8-0, Chuckers with the lead. The kick in the 0-1. Breaking ball, and looked pretty good. Must have missed just outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now there is activity in the Chuckers bullpen. Let's go, Austin. How about a ground ball and get this complete game shutout in your record book? The kick, the 1-1. Way inside, and that's a wild pitch. As Broughton goes to second, there goes the double play potential. And the count is 2-1 on Parks with the Pioneer League's top hitter on deck, David Mayberry. Chuckers 8 runs, 10 hits. Ogden no runs, 5 hits. Raptors have committed the only 2 errors in this game. Dubsky looking for his 7th win of the season. Here's an inside-out swing, going to be a blooper into left field. Feinstein gets it back into the infield. Now runners at first and third. And Bob Malacki, the Chucker pitching coach, will take a walk out to the mound to talk to Austin. Ask him how he's feeling. Can he finish the game out? And you know what Austin's going to tell him? Heck yes, Skip, we can do it. Or Bob. Chukars Raptors tomorrow night at Lindquist Field. Pre-game show 6:45, first pitch at 7 here on KSBZ. We're in a waiting situation in Missoula. Chukars have taken care of business here at home. And Bob Malacki having a nice conversation with the entire infield. Complete game or not, Austin's going to win his 7th game of the season. That's the best in the Pioneer League. But we're hoping for a complete game shutout, and you can hear the fans. They want the complete game shutout. Well, Mayberry's a good guy to double up, not a fast runner. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Here's the pitch from Dubsky. In the dirt, smothered by Hunter Hiskey. I think it's John Nunley warming up in the Chucker pen. Dubsky to Mayberry. 1-0 pitch on the way. Ground ball, Bornhopper. Out at second, out at first, and Austin Dubsky has the complete game shutout. And the fans are on their feet. That's what we needed. Austin Dubsky out of Omaha, Nebraska. A complete game shutout. The Chuckers win their 34th game of the season. And stick around, our post-game show's coming up. The Chuckers win 8-0 over Ogden. The tall right-hander, Austin Dubsky, does his thing. And let's go down to the field with Tyler Peterson.
Thank you, John. Tyler Peterson here with our starter tonight, Austin Dubsky. Austin, how'd you feel out there today? Not too bad, huh?
Felt pretty good. Just piecing stuff together. Was able to go the distance today, so.
The second shutout, second complete game in all the Pioneer League. The first this year for the Chuckers. I know you had 102 out there tonight. You know you had that kind of longevity?
Yeah, I mean, we've been working hard in between starts and kind of build up for that and hope that we can get there.
Well, we've done our part. Hopefully, the Mustangs can do their part now.
Absolutely. We'll go watch.
I have a Domino's pizza for you, a large 3-topping pizza. What a great start. The best start by any pitcher this year for Idaho Falls. Enjoy this one.
Appreciate it.
John, back to you.
Thank you, Tyler, and nice job, Austin Dubsky. A 9-inning complete game shutout. Chuckers win 8-0. We'll have more coming up on the postgame show, brought to you by Westmark Credit Union and Domino's. Of tonight's ball game, Austin Dubsky, 9 innings, 6 hits, no runs, walked 3, struck out 2, now leads the league in wins with 7. Chukars did it in all 3 phases, Tyler. 8 runs on 10 hits. They did not commit an error. Austin was great, and the Chukars turned double plays in innings 7, 8, and 9.
Well, one of their best defensive games by far the whole season. And obviously for Dubsky, the best start by any Chukars pitcher all year. And obviously, the third obviously there, but the offense again, just coming up clutch. Another rally, but we've done our part. We just have to wait now.
And we'll give you an update from Missoula in just a minute. Final line in tonight's ball game for the Chukars, 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. And for the Raptors, no runs, 6 hits, 2 errors, and Ogden stranded only 4. Winning pitcher Austin Dubsky, he's 7-1. Losing pitcher was Mitchell Miller. His record drops to 3-3. No home runs were hit in the game that took 2 hours and 30 minutes to play in front of a crowd of 2,946. And we'll let Tyler update you on the Missoula ball game.
Well, 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th have tied the game. And now, as I say that, a 9th run has come across for Missoula. It's now 9-8.
And it was 8-2.
At one
Phillies
point,
had the lead.
At one point it was, and now Missoula in the driver's seat. So we will wait, and we will root on the Billings Mustangs.
All right. Tyler, anything else before we wrap it up from Melaleuca?
Well, I mean, we talk like this is the end, but we're going to have a game tomorrow from Ogden to start the second half, so keep it tuned to KSBZ 980. Pre-game show tomorrow, right around, let's say, 6:50, about a 5-minute late start in Ogden.
Once again, the final score tonight's ball game, it was the Chukars 8 and the Raptors 0. Chukars' next game tomorrow night, Lindquist Field. Join Tyler Peterson for all the action again right around 6:50 with the pregame show. Until then, for Tyler, I'm John Balgini reminding you that Chukars Baseball is a presentation of Sandhill Media. Any rebroadcast, reproduction, or other use of the pictures, videos, and accounts of this game is prohibited without the express written consent of the Pioneer Baseball League, Sandhill Media, and KSBZ, the Sports Zone. Tonight, the Chukars beat the Raptors by the score of 8-0. Good night, everybody. Good night, Jim.